Good morning, guten Morgen, magandang umaga, konnichiwa, bonjour. So in this video, I'd like to share my testimony about how I used to be extremely insecure and how I was in search of validation from others. About 7 years ago, I'm 47 now, so when I was 40, I was pretty active on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook for about 6 years now, and but I used to be on Facebook, and I would check my Facebook every morning. It was a daily thing. I thank the Lord, now that I think about it, that I wasn't on Instagram, or a little bit later there was Snapchat. Snapchat, that's so funny. I had a friend I used to work with that she had a Snapchat, and she tried to get me to go on it so many times, and I never made an account myself, but I did do a video with her, and if it's still on YouTube, I will post a link to it because I think she shared it on YouTube, and it was funny and cute, but I never went on Snapchat because I had no interest whatsoever. But it was a funny moment, and we were acting like a couple of teenagers. So anyhow, so I was on Facebook, and social media accounts like that are specifically designed for the individual to get their dopamine hits, meaning that when I was 40 years old, I used to take selfies. I'm so glad, all glory to the Lord, that He saved me from my vain self. And it was vain, but it was mostly insecurity, believe it or not. Underneath it all, I was highly insecure, and that I needed the likes or the hearts or whatever it was, or old classmates to tell me how good I looked for my age, and just crazy stuff like that, because I was very insecure. I needed the validation. But in any event, those social media accounts, again, they are designed for people to get their dopamine hit, to keep going back and posting more selfies and posting more content in hopes to get the validation, in hopes to get the love from other people. And I was so highly insecure, and I don't believe that my situation, it was unusual. It's typical. Most people, men and women, are highly insecure because you're told the standards of where you should be, and when you're not, especially the beauty standards. It's really funny that, I never followed makeup trends or hair trends or anything like that. But when you're told that this is the beauty standard and you're not that, it makes you feel depressed, or it makes you feel like, I don't even know how to put it. It just makes you feel insignificant when you're not what they say beauty standards are. And what I was saying, the funny part of that is when you know the truth that it's either a computer generated image and the images you see aren't real, or they're highly photoshopped, and creepiest part about it is most likely they're a transgender person, that all those models, even all the Victoria's Secret models, they're all men pretending to be women. And when you know the truth about that, just different truths about that in Hollywood and all that kind of magic, because that's what it is. The magic is in the makeup. When women learn on YouTube makeup tutorials about contouring their face, it's trying to change the bone structure. Like, women are shooting for high cheekbones. Now, I automatically have high cheekbones because I have Native American in me. But they're shooting for different things, contouring their face to make their nose smaller and their lips bigger. And real women, females, biological females, don't need to wear makeup because we're already feminized. And to be honest with you, I've placed a ton of makeup on my face a few times, and I look horrible. I look like a man pretending to be a woman, honestly. That it looks horrible, and I feel sad for young ladies who they overdraw their eyebrows, they plaster the makeup on their face. Now on camera it's different because they'll have their ring lights overlighting their face, and you can't see the layers of makeup they have on their face. But I've gone to different stores where the cashier, the young lady, has so much makeup on, it's as if she's wearing a mask on her face. You can't even see what her real skin looks like because she probably has 3 layers of makeup on, of contouring, shadow, concealer, and liquid makeup, and powder. Anyhow, long story short, before I became born again in Christ, I was just like everyone else, just like every person out there who has their insecurities. And I always sought attention and validation, like shallow, insignificant attention, the likes, to be liked. And I sought out for that because I thought in my mind that's what love meant. And when I became born again in Christ and I started seeing things differently through Christ's eyes, I realized that all of what the attention I was receiving was lies. Like, a lot of times I think people were liking my selfies for me to go to their page and like their selfies. It wasn't real likes. It wasn't real love. It wasn't real admiration. It was all fake, a facade. And when you understand what real love is and real acceptance, you no longer desire attention from other people, validation from other people. That's why it makes me sad when I hear someone who claims to be born again in Christ and claims to be saved is still seeking validation from other people in the flesh. And that is not of Christ. When you're truly following the Lord, you're not seeking acceptance from other people, because you understand that they are lost sheep. They don't know what they want. They don't know who they are. Why would I be trying to get acceptance and validation from somebody who is lost and in the dark, and who really doesn't have a true identity yet. That they're just a carbon copy following and trending what other people are doing to be accepted themselves. That's called insecurity. And when you can step away from that and see it for what it truly is, you are set free. You are no longer plagued by shallow, superficial things. So I hope I plant a good seed in this chapter 2 of Why You Need Jesus. And I hope that I have shared something that maybe helps you if you're still seeking validation from others. Why? When that person is just as lost, insecure, and has no idea what they're doing. They don't know why they're doing what they're doing because they don't understand it's spiritual. And the spirit in them is what's leading them to do what they're doing and keep going down that path of misery. So I love you, and God bless.